Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Kemba Walker is out there with Lee. Then there's Batum. Then it's Cody Zeller. And it's Williams at the 4 slot. Now here's Williams. Walker's shot is off.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
Now here's Love, following the miss by Kemba Walker, and he gets it to go.
Boy, Kevin Love certainly one of the best passing big men in the league.
So it's the Hornets now. It's a 3-point game. Outside, Batum. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
Shot's good by Walker.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did, but boy, that was a nice job.
Here's James. Kemba Walker making his last shot. And here's Love for 3. Can't hit.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Smith dishes to LeBron. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter basketball. Outside, Irving. Again, Irving missing. Hornets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Williams up on top. Wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Williams has got his first points in this one. Cleveland's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first.
You know, I thought Charlotte went to their bench as much as most other teams last season. Those guys ate up time for the starters, but weren't nearly efficient scoring the ball as you might want them to be.
Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Teron Lue.
Kevin, when I asked him about their game plan on the defensive end, he said they were looking to clog things up in the middle of the floor and not allow any clear looks at the basket from inside the paint. He feels if they can accomplish that, they'll have the upper hand on defense. Let's see how it plays out, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. The Hornets have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Zeller, a screen on Irving. Walker against Irving. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
A minute 50 left in the first quarter of the game. Sinks the triple. Irving's got 6 points.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Walker the pass to Lee. There's a screen by Williams. And there's the 3-second violation. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jefferson comes in for James. Iman Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Kaminsky is checked in for Zeller. Oz comes in for Williams. Lamb, he's checked in for Courtney Lee. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Now here's Len. The dish to Len for three. Kaminsky with the ball. Jefferson is right there. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders. But thus far, he's proved to be worth it. And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Verajau's checked in. Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
What, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin? I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, doesn't it?
It does. That is effective. Count that one. 32 seconds left here in the first quarter. Lynn with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pause. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Here's Shumpert. Picked by Verajau. Williams for 3, and another 3 for Cleveland.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hand. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game. I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Hornets, Williams is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then it's Lee. Then there's Kemba Walker. And it's Kaminsky in at the 5, roaming the paint. And guys, over his first 3 seasons, no question, Jeremy Lamb has been a major disappointment. Clark, his game simply didn't seem to evolve at all over that time.
Well, that's why scouting is an inexact science. You know, he was a major piece in that James Harden trade, Kevin, a few years back, but just hasn't found the traction anticipated for him.
Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Love comes in for Shumpert. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Zeller's checked in. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Love, right side. For 3, Smith. That's good. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And on the topic of Lamb, he really has everything he needs to succeed. Great length and athleticism, was an excellent all-around jump shooter in college. For some reason, his game just hasn't translated to the NBA level yet. But I think if he can improve his motor, he's going to have an opportunity to be an impact player for a long time.
Hornets trail by 5. To the middle. Thompson with the rebound. And here's Smith. Irving kicks to LeBron. And there's the pass to Thompson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. Kemba Walker picks one up.
And you know, regarding Lamb's development, most scouts felt the weaknesses he did have could be ironed out over time. Well, there's still time. He needs to improve his strength, his ball handling, and his effort on defense. All things well within his control.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's Sixth Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
Clock at 6. LeBron with the block. Another shot. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Walker. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford was going over with his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Zeller. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
And as always, Doris, thank you. James, no good. Hornets trail by 5. And Walker kicks to lead. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Cleveland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Irving against Walker. LeBron sets the screen for Irving, and the three ball is good. Irving's got 9.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Williams a screen. Up top, Walker, covered by Irving. And the rejection by Love. They get it back. And the dunk by Zeller.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Here's James. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Walker with it. Now Smith defending. Lee, that's good.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Lee against Smith. Outside Irving. Teardrop shot, and that one's good. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Walker, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
That's an impressive spin move there, Kevin. I wasn't expecting him to show handles like that.
Irving dishes to Love. The screen from Thompson. James outside. The turnaround Jay. LeBron with another miss.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 3.
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson, and after that first half, Tristan, what's the plan going to be for this second half?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true bigs, and we got to come out, play hard, and not let up.
You have to have plenty of bark in a dogfight, Tristan. Thank you. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you, and stay with us, folks.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they were consistent from downtown. The playmakers found open shooters, and the shooters delivered and knocked down shots on a high level. In some ways, it came down to confidence. We'll see if they have that same swagger in the second half.
And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and they helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
Start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Thompson. And it's Irving in at the point guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season, his return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
And that atmosphere that LeBron was after, I mean, he described it as wanting a family-like atmosphere.
Now, here's Walker. Picked by Williams, and Walker kicks to Lee. They grab their own miss. Williams, and he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Irving passes to LeBron. He feeds it to Thompson. Smith against Lee. The drive by Smith. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Smith kicks to Thompson, and he dunks it down.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
And to touch on the Cleveland atmosphere, you know, you could see as the season unfolded, it became a big part of what LeBron was able to accomplish in Miami, starting to work itself into that roster.
Here's Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Williams. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
No good off the front iron.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Last season, the Charlotte Hornets had a dreadful offense. Worst effective field goal percentage, Clark, in the league. Effective field goal percentage being your field goal percentage with the value of the shot factored in. Again, more analytics for us to look at.
Yeah, and this is a way to break down that analytic in an abbreviated fashion. Field goal percentage is a pretty good indicator of how good your offense is.
Irving dishes to Thompson. Great D that time from Batum.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Over in the corner, Lee. Irving with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break. That jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. And stolen by Irving. LeBron outside. Passes it to Irving. In the corner, Smith with it. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Smith, and it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Kaminsky is checked in for Zeller. Hawes comes in for Williams. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Courtney Lee, and it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker. No good from Lamb.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you should miss.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. There's something about how long he's waited for success.
Mozgov's shot is off.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And Batum kicks to Lamb. Shot to stop the run. And again, the Hornets missing. And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Lamb passes to Kaminsky. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Good on the second free throw. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Now Shumpert. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Outside Williams. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Shoots over Lynn. Offline. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Cavaliers lead by 9. And we'll be back right after this.
Come on with it, with it. Come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it.
And the final period of play just about to start. Hornets trail by 9. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. We've got Cody Zeller, Lee out there with Kemba Walker. Then there's Batum, and it's Hawes in at the 5 down low. Batum dishes to Hawes. Got a piece of it. Inside, here's Irving. Good, and the assist goes to James. And it's 13 points for Kyrie Irving. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Cleveland leading by 11. Shumpert with it. Thompson outside. He kicks it to Irving. The 3. And Thompson throws it down.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford was going over with his team. He hasn't been happy with their shot selection. He told them, we're forcing things out there, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, work for the open shot in the flow of our offense. We'll see if they heed that advice, Kevin.
Lee outside. Here's Walker. The good-looking shot from the wing. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside Irving. Thompson, a screen on Walker. Pass to Thompson. Now the feed to James. The screen from Thompson. James kicks to Love. Good, and the assist goes to James. Love's got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Williams up on top. He's guarded by Love. Williams passes to Walker. Walker missing again. Cleveland leading by 13. James kicks to Irving. Back to LeBron. Williams with the block. And they'll keep possession.
Just an amazing game for Thompson. He has 9 rebounds and 8 points.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Cleveland, Tristan Thompson. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Thompson.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Love with the screen on Lee. Irving dishes to Love. The kick out to Irving. To the paint. Second chance shot. And James with the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Pick by Zeller. And Walker kicks to Zeller. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 5 assists tonight.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
The Cavaliers leading by 14. Love with the screen on Walker. Irving attacking. A picture-perfect screen play, and the jumper's good. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Dishes it to Lee. Lock at 6. From deep, Walker. Love grabs the board. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Cleveland.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Irving. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Which he clearly wasn't on that play. Or maybe he was thinking just about something other than basketball.
Well, speaking of thinking, back home, guys, we call that a good old-fashioned brain freeze.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
First one falls for him. And of course, Mo Williams, Clark, shipped to the Hornets for their playoff push and helped out there.
I thought overall, Kevin, Mo had a really strong year given his age. Probably his most productive season since his early 20s.
He hits both from the stripe.
And a strong game for Mo Williams. He's got 8 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Kaminsky kicks to Lynn. Right wing. Here's Hawes. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Here's Shumpert. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Farajao setting the pick for Shumpert. Clock is at 3. Outside Williams. The Cavaliers again can't hit. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire.
Hi, Kevin. Well, LeBron, after a first half that looked like it could go either way, what was the difference maker down the stretch in this game?
Well, defensively, we stepped up. That's what it's all about with our team. We know if we get stops, we get a better opportunity to get a win and execute offensively.
LeBron, thank you. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
Kyrie, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental strength, he's got such an incredible feel for the game. He runs the floor, he passes beautifully, and he can shoot from lights out from anywhere on the court.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.